Stop! I could have dropped my croissant!
Gangsters, what's up, guys?
What about now? Okay. I don't know why that happened, but it like changed my microphone. It was just like, what the hell? Stupid ass computer. I hate you. I hate technology. And hi Bella. How are you? Happy Wednesday to you. Hopefully you are well. Hopefully you are rested. Hopefully you've had a great Wednesday. So excited. What are you excited for? What are we excited about? I want to be excited. What are we excited about? What are we excited about? Anyway, guys, it is I'm flying to see my best friend tomorrow. All right, let's go. That sounds like a grand old time. Happy for you, Bella. Hopefully you have a good time. For those of you that are new here, my name is Eric. I'm from the Ringside Rundown podcast. Here is where I watch professional wrestling. And tonight, I am watching AEW Dynamite. And you're going to watch me watch AEW Dynamite, where it's going to be a good time. Meeting for the first time. We have so much planned together. I'm so excited. Well, I'm excited for you, Bella. Congratulations. That sounds like a grand old time. Hopefully you have a good one. Hopefully everything goes well and the trip is a successful one. As for I am here tonight for AEW Dynamite. Should be a good show. And I'm excited to do some non-WWE stuff. I felt like we've been doing so much WWE stuff with WrestleMania that it's nice to do some non-WWE wrestling, something that's not WWE centric. I'm excited. Yeah, it's been so much WWE stuff lately. So it's nice to do something that's not WWE. It's All Elite Wrestling, AEW, on TBS. So if you're watching in the States, you can watch it on TBS. Is Mike still on holiday? Yeah, Mike is going to be gone until I think the first week of May. He does those extensive vacations, so he's going to be gone till about the first week of May or so. But he's been providing us updates in the Discord with wonderful pictures. He's got awesome pictures from the Louvre, which is pretty cool. I thought you weren't allowed to take pictures in there, but apparently you are. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to Mike, who's in France right now. Yeah, it does look like he's having a good time. I'm a little jealous. The food looks great there. The food looks wonderful there. But happy that he's having a good one. Hopefully you're having a good one as well, Bella. I am having a great one. Excited to watch AEW tonight, see what they got cooking. Some wrestling for us. Gotta do the customary social media stuff. What the heck? Oh, it didn't do it on the ding it, ding it, ding it. Do 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 do. There, repost. Be right back. Take your time. We'll be here for quite some time watching some wrestling in a little bit. We're about less than 10 minutes away from AEW Dynamite. Let me see what they have on the card. Let me look up the card really quickly and see if they have any announcements made about what's going to be happening tonight on Dynamite. We're going to hear from the AEW World Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin with MVP. Probably something to do with MJF, who wants to be a part of the Hurt Syndicate. He wants to hurt people as well. We're also going to see Speedball, Mike Bailey, and Kevin Knight team up to take on the Young Bucks. That should be pretty fun. Excited to see that. Hip hop legend Master P will be live on Dynamite. Master P is going to be on Dynamite, so that's pretty cool. Mark Briscoe will be taking on Ricochet. Brody King and Will Ospreay will be teaming up to take on Josh Alexander and Konosuke Takeshita. So that should be pretty cool. And FTR are going to be returning. And we're going to hear what FTR has to say. So a lot of stuff going on AEW programming for us to get into. I'm excited. I'm excited to see Josh Alexander in AEW. He's part of the Don Callis family now, so that should be pretty interesting. Lots of good matches coming up tonight. Really interested in seeing how Will Ospreay and Brody King are going to work together as a tag team. Tony Khan is calling it an all-star tag tonight. Will Ospreay and Brody King as a tag team is an all-star tag team. Interested in seeing what Master P is going to say. Crazy. Master P is on the show. We dropped a new episode of the Ringside Rundown this morning, so please check out the latest episode of the Ringside Rundown right there. It is myself and my co-host Shay Hickson breaking down and giving our match ratings for WrestleMania 41. The entire WrestleMania card, the whole thing, all 14 matches. All 14 matches. We rated them, we talked about them, we analyzed them, and we talked about what we liked about WrestleMania, what we didn't like about WrestleMania. It was an interesting episode. I think you all should check it out when you get a chance. Once again, I gotta give a shout out and say thank you to Bella. Unfortunately, Bella submitted some questions, and we were so wrapped up in doing the episode that I totally forgot that the questions were there. I'm not usually the one that does the questions. Usually that is Shay's job. So I kind of dropped the ball there, but we will be answering Bella's questions on the next episode of the Ringside Rundown. I will make sure of it. But there again, like I said, is the latest episode. Please check out the latest episode of the Ringside Rundown. It is also available where we are multi-streaming tonight's stream on YouTube, youtube.com/@RingsideRunPod. If you want to check us out on YouTube, we're not monetized, so you don't have to worry about stream interruptions, no advertisements, nothing like that. We're doing wonderful on YouTube, by the way. Maybe drop a subscribe on the YouTube channel. Got over 1,650 subscribers there. So we're doing quite well on YouTube, I would say. Quite well on YouTube. We're just about 5 minutes away from AEW Dynamite tonight. 5 minutes away. Got a lot of stuff going on. Will Ospreay and Brody King are teaming up to take on Josh Alexander and Konosuke Takeshita. Mark Briscoe is taking on Ricochet. That's going to be good. FTR is going to be showing up. They got a lot to say. Probably something about how much they love wrestling and their family. So that's going to be fun. Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight are teaming up to take on the Young Bucks. It's going to be interesting to see the Young Bucks back in action. It's been a while since we've seen them in the ring. And the Hurt Syndicate is going to be there. We're going to hear from the Hurt Syndicate, the tag team champions, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin with MVP. Maybe MJF is still trying to get in on the Hurt Syndicate. Do 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 do. Just waiting for Dynamite to kick off. Got less than 2 minutes before the show starts. Also, Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander are going to be taking on each other in Women's Owen Hart Cup tournament action. So that's going to be a fun match. Two women with very similar styles in Statlander and Jamie Hayter. I think that's going to be an exciting match. Definitely worth checking out. Excited to see how that's going to go. If you want to check out all of the links that are associated with the Ringside Rundown, do me a favor. Here's our link tree that's got all of our links for all of our social media accounts, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, TikTok, YouTube, all of that stuff, all there in our link tree. Like I said, we're multi-streaming on YouTube, so definitely check that out. But also check us out on TikTok. We're doing excellent on TikTok. So please come check us out on TikTok, tiktok.com/@ringside_rundown. Would love to have you there. Come join us. Come talk to us on TikTok. Don't worry, no influencer dances or anything goofy like that. It's just highlights of the stream. So it's definitely worth checking out.
We are live as Aew Dynamite comes to you on TBS from New Orleans. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with me to begin this program boss, entrepreneur, and University of New Orleans' own Coach P. Ladies and gentlemen, Master P.
Kicking things off in a very big way tonight on Dynamite. That was the ineffable Tony Schiavone.
Make him say,
the human suplex machine.
I forgot to text the Nubis.
Master P to kick off Dynamite tonight on TBS and Max.
Hootie-hoo, Taz! Master P in the house. That man is the founder of the No Limit brand. I remember that. And long-time pro wrestler fan, appeared as a manager in 1999, right?
Right off the top of the dome, Taz. You're making him say,
I was winning world titles in 1999. I'm just saying, but I digress.
Ian and I just embarrassing ourselves to kick things off tonight.
New Orleans, Aew Dynamite. It is my pleasure to introduce the new trio champions.
The Ops.
The Ops. Make them say,
It was 1 week ago. Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, and the unexpected reinforcements
body.
from Powerhouse Hobbs.
We got real powers in here.
Dethroning
We got real
the
powers
Death
in
Riders for
here.
the AEW World Trios Championship. Take you back to last Wednesday night in Boston. Of course, it was the Death Riders attacking Hook before we went on the air, taking him out of action. But it was because of the involvement of Powerhouse Hobbs. Not only
Wow, I must have missed a good one.
Strickland, Willow Nightingale.
I must have missed a good one this past
The
Dynamite.
scales in the favor of
Double
Samoa
or Nothing
Joe,
is on
Katsuyori
May
Shibata,
25th on
Powerhouse
Sunday.
Hobbs.
Probably going to be watching that.
Let me try out just one. Make him say, nah.
Make them say,
I feel like I'm back in like high school.
We about to get rowdy, and body tonight.
Oh, yes, sir. And it is good to be in the building tonight. Because you see, the Ops have come here to celebrate. But before we do, I got to give props to my big brother over here. Thank you very much for welcoming us to your city. Thank you very much, first off, for everything you do for this city. I appreciate it. I know these people appreciate it. Hey, BigBlueUNO.com. See what my brother Master P's doing for the student athletes around here.
Y'all support Big Blue Collective, and you know what? It's all about the student athletes. I went from Master P to Coach P, and there's nothing but love in this city because I love New Orleans.
And that's a good thing because we love New Orleans too. In fact, when we said to ourselves, where is the best city to celebrate a championship? Well, it's right here in New Orleans.
Uh-oh, here are the Death Riders. Come ruin the fun.
Could be a championship celebration cut short.
Certainly feels like it. That celebration went long into the night. Oh,
Marina Shafir is scary. Marina Shafir is very scary.
No, I mean, well, oh, wait a second. In from
Oh
behind.
no.
John Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli.
The Death Riders jumping
Going
the
right
Ops.
after Hobbs and the Ops. Just
Master P's just standing in the middle of the ring. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what the Death Riders do. They do it well. Unfortunately, they do it well.
And we heard from John Moxley at Collision Ian. He was incensed by the fact that Samoa Joe forced Moxley, AEW World Champion, to tap out 1 week ago.
it's certainly stuck in the mind and will be for quite some time. And oh no, Master P.
I don't know if Master P can handle himself. I'm pretty sure he can.
You know, Jon Moxley.
I'm pretty sure Master P can handle himself.
Man.
Oh, no need to worry. Samoa Joe's there. Samoa Joe.
Moxley once again.
Samoa Joe choking out Moxley, and Master P getting some free shots. Let's go.
The champion is fixing to get choked out here by Joe. A repeat of what we saw 1 week ago. Moxley in the grip of
Moxley
Samoa
going
Joe.
to sleep.
New Orleans, right? We want all the smoke. It's about to be a problem. It's about to be a problem. You know what? Put him to sleep.
Put him to sleep.
Mox is out.
Oh no, it's the Young Bucks and Cassie or Kazuchika Okada.
The Young Bucks are supposed to be competing later on tonight, but yeah, out of nowhere, the Bucks Okada attack.
Bucks and Okada, what they got? I mean, I thought Moxley said he didn't want anything to do with the Bucks.
Champion Jon Moxley.
I think between that, maybe smelling blood in the water with the trio champs as well. I think this is a multi-pronged convergence of interest here.
Jon Moxley now free from the grip of Samoa Joe, finding his unlikely saviors as Marina Shafir. Shepherding the AEW World Champion out of the ring.
A lot of stuff is going on right now.
And Swerve Strickland, we saw him get involved to neutralize the threat of the Young Bucks 1 week ago in the World Trios Championship match. Swerve striding forward, that chain wrapped around his neck, and he is staring daggers at the Death Riders.
A lot of stuff is happening right now.
There's no way! There he is!
Kenny Omega's coming out with a chair.
Kenny Omega, the AEW International Champion, chair in hand. He's got a long history, not only with Kazuchika Okada, but the Young Bucks as well. Kenny coming out with that equalizer, that weapon, that chair. Too many numbers out here. Smart man.
So we got the ops out there. We got Kenny Omega and Swerve Strickland.
Omega was formerly part of the Elite in whose position it was usurped by Kazuchika Okada.
One of his greatest rivals. And don't think for a minute that he hasn't thought about that since the day it occurred. As Omega and Okada lock eyes, Joe locking eyes with the world champion. The outstanding tall with Swerve leading the way with the chain.
And Taz, maybe this was the antidote all along to combat the Death Riders. Team AEW needs to present a united front. These just might be the men for sure.
UNO's electric.
Irrespective of whose house it is, nice to see you again, brother. I will say this, Jon Moxley, you wanted me, now you have me. I'm gonna beat your ass, choke you out, and ladies and gentlemen, I'll be taking back my AEW championship.
Damn.
Will we be seeing a second reign for Samoa Joe as AEW World Champion Joe?
Swerve Strickland just gonna let that happen? Is Kenny Omega just gonna let that happen?
Did you see the sly look on Swerve's face when Joe made that proclamation?
No, you're right, Ian. I definitely saw that look for sure. But Joe's whole business here about going after Moxley's title. Well, right now, let's head to the back. And our colleague, the remarkable Renee Paquette.
Ladies and gentlemen, in about a minute and a half, you're going to get hit with a block
the
Twitch
youngest ever
advertisement.
singles
To avoid
champion
those
in this
Twitch
company's
advertisements, all you
history,
gotta
the
do
new
is
Ring
hit
of
that
Honor
subscribe
television
button down below,
champion, Nick
$5.99
Wayne.
American.
Nick, a huge
And you do
congratulations
so.
to you.
You
We're
won't get any
actually
more Twitch
The
advertisements.
congratulations
You get
should go over here to
cool
me.
chat, and you'll get 15% off the
So I think you'd agree with me, Nick.
store. And
If it wasn't
special
for your
section of
father,
our
the
Discord
patriarch,
opens up
you wouldn't
where
be
can watch
standing
the
here as
shows
the Ring
that
of
I am
Honor television
reacting to. In
champion.
this case, if you don't have
Because
access
I'm the one that
to
forced you
Aew Dynamite,
this
you watch
past
Aew
month to
Sports.
step out of your
So,
shell,
or
to
subscribe
find yourself,
the
to
channel.
spread your wings, to truly become what it is that I've always known you to be. The prodigy. We're all proud of you, Nick. We all celebrated. In fact, your mother and I celebrated your victory extensively later that night. But you see what happens, Nick? When you listen, when you shut your mouth, when you open your ears, and you actually listen to me, good things happen. And I always tell the truth, don't I?
Well, you see what happens when you stick to the plan? You actually win championships.
I love my family.
Has Nick Wayne outgrown Christian Cage in the patriarchy?
That was a bold retort by young Nick Wayne. Wow.
Your opening
Ricochet.
contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 208 pounds. Show some love for Ricochet.
Before we turn our attention to the next match, I mean, speaking of family, Tad's got to ask you, is there any updates that you can provide about Hook and his condition after the attack last week by the Death Riders?
Well, I'd rather not comment, but I could just say Hook is back in New York. He's recovering. And when the time is right, I promise you, he will be back and he will do what he has to do.
That is an inspiring update. One man, whose personality, I hope, leaves and never comes back. Aside from his incredible wrestling skill is Ricochet, Excalibur. This man just grates my skin. Just there's something about the way he conducts his business. One of the most talented wrestlers in the world. Think about the
Yeah, there's people with bold signs.
Brody King, Commander, those
Oh
huge
no.
wins. And yet,
He's never ever gonna.
that's what you're saying. No, and the fans clearly are not responding to this.
Reach for the sky, boy.
But they're ready to explode for the Sussex County Chicken.
And his opponent, representing for Delaware, weighing 229 pounds, Mark Briscoe.
Ian, do you know how, either one of you guys, you or Excalibur, you know how many counties there are in the state of Delaware?
No, sir.
You don't, see, but I do.
Oh, wow.
There's 3. And Sussex County is the most southern of those counties, and that's where Mr. Briscoe's from. There you go.
Wow. Well, do you know how many dollars Mark Briscoe has after what happened 2 weeks ago?
I don't know.
$100,000.
Oh, that's true.
He was part of the team that won that $400,000 explosive 8-man tag team match. It was Mark Briscoe, Will Ospreay, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey. All 4 men divvying up the pot equally, and Mark Briscoe diversifying his investments again.
Said he was buying some fruit. He went to the flea market, investing in a new tractor for the chicken farm.
You got to get gas, too, for the tractor.
That's right.
You know, I mean, this man Briscoe, he's all about farming and just beating people up on Wednesday nights. That's what he does.
Sometimes on Saturdays as well.
Yes, he does do that in Collision. That's true.
It's also his youngest son, Jay's birthday today. We want to wish a happy first birthday to Jay.
Absolutely.
Named in honor of the late great Jay Briscoe.
Oh, what? What is going on here? Ricochet is being serenaded by
Somebody
this
in my YouTube
New Orleans
comments
crowd.
called Mark Briscoe a hypocrite
And
for
it's really
making fun of
getting under
Ricochet
the
for
skin of
being
Ricochet,
bald.
much
I gotta say,
like
it
he
might
gets
be
under
right.
all of our skin.
Well, I think
might
sometimes
be
people
right.
are a little bit too rough on Ricochet, and he's under a lot of pressure, Ricochet, and I do think people give him a lot of, you know what, too
Collar
much.
and
It's not
elbow
too much.
tie up.
Of course, it was 2 weeks ago.
Mark Briscoe
that
guides
Mark
Ricochet
Briscoe
to the corner.
came into a sum of
Ricochet
money, but it was
begs for a clean
And
break.
Ricochet and his
Gets
team,
it.
Beast Mordos and crew, actually Andretti, Leo Rush, that were on the losing end. They missed out on that $400,000.
And that's got to be eaten away. I mean, the quickest way to get somebody angry at you, mad at you, is to go for the pocketbook, go for the wallet.
Yes, that is not a good thing to do. When you mess with someone's, money, that's a problem. Definitely.
Ricochet diving at the legs of Mark Briscoe. Briscoe able to avoid, but now he's back in Ricochet up into the corner. And Ricochet, though,
Ricochet looks like he's not trying to play fair. Tried to get the jump on Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe caught him.
Briscoe has always given
pounding away at his slow.
So that's tough to prepare for, even for a guy as awesome as Ricochet is.
Briscoe hammering Ricochet with those right hands. Now the hammer throw into
Reversal
the ropes.
of the whip.
By Ricochet.
Drop
Looking for a
down.
trip. Briscoe avoids it.
Leapfrog.
Up and over the top.
And
Briscoe flies in with the forearm,
the
catching
international
Ricochet,
experience,
putting him on
Mexico, you
spaghetti
name it.
legs. Kick to the midsection.
Briscoe incorporates all of
And
it.
then a kick to the side of the head to follow up.
Briscoe.
Briscoe runs in with a big boot, sending Ricochet all the way to the outside of the
smash
ring.
mouth style of professional wrestling, but
Mark Briscoe
he likes to
running
do
in,
rips
drop
as
kick
well. A
between the
scissor
ropes.
kick through the ropes. Ricochet sent sprawling.
Yeah, Briscoe really drilled Ricochet with that scissor kick through the ropes, and then
What a
really
chop.
nasty chop.
And for the second time tonight, someone said, "Oh, is Ricochet taking that
What'd you
shot?"
say?
Yeah, taking the shot to the chest. No. Wow.
This is the type of match that favors Mark
Ricochet
Briscoe.
and Mark Briscoe
make it
battling
ugly,
it
make
out
it dirty. Take
outside
it
of
to
the ring.
Turn it into a slugfest.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Ricochet
And
ducks the attack,
Ricochet,
tries
he
to
wants to
re-enter the
rely
ring.
on that crazy athleticism he has, but you're dealing with the unorthodox Briscoe, man. This guy is a wild man. He don't know what he's going to do himself.
Kick intercepted by Briscoe. Waistlock. Ricochet fights his way free, at least for a moment.
And looking for the Uranagi. Ricochet quick to block that pump kick.
Pump kick from Ricochet.
Great job by Ricochet there. Like the man or not, he is ultra talented.
I think that's the thing that's so great in Taz is he's such an incredible athlete. He just doesn't need to be like that.
He got caught
Briscoe
with a single
doesn't
leg
care
drop
about
kick.
Ricochet's personality. Center Ricochet crashing to the floor. Now Briscoe.
Bang, bang.
One-way trip to trump the
Oh.
consequences.
A little shout out to my
Homage
homeboy.
to Cactus Jack.
Foley, love it.
Briscoe dropping the elbow on Ricochet on the outside now. Returning his opponent to the ring. Ricochet in trouble. Briscoe lateral press. Two.
Ricochet kicks out at 2 for the
Ricochet
pin.
able to kick out.
One of the most finely conditioned athletes, Ricochet.
He really is.
Great
And,
chop
you
from
know,
Mark Briscoe.
He can take a lot of punishment, a lot of experience, high-level experience. But Briscoe will test you. He's shining up his bald head. I think Briscoe might have a little bit more hair, stubble, than Ricochet has, maybe.
I think Mark Briscoe maintains that hairstyle out of choice, not out of necessity.
Like me.
Ricochet escapes the suplex.
roll up here.
Nice
1,
roll
2.
up.
No comment
Only
on my
gets a
receding
2
hairline,
count.
folks. Yeah, it's Mark Briscoe kicking
Mark
the
Briscoe
Looked at your
kick
hair.
to the
I didn't know you had
midsection.
hair. I know you had a head.
As Mark Briscoe now looking for the Irish whip.
To the ropes, Ricochet puts on the brakes. Briscoe intercepts the boot once again. Big hell stab. A thrust underneath the jaw, the chin of Ricochet.
Here comes Mark Briscoe.
Oh, referee almost got in trouble there.
Ricochet! Oh, goodness.
Ricochet pulling referee Paul Turner into the path of Mark Briscoe. Then a pull at the trunk sent Briscoe throat first into that middle rope. And Ricochet once again using the ring as a weapon, Taz.
Yeah, and that's the key. You just said it, Excalibur, and he does it perfectly, does Ricochet.
Briscoe down on the floor, and fans don't go anywhere. This match continues live on Dynamite.
Are we going in picture? Yes, we are. So we got Ricochet on the outside of the ring with Mark Briscoe down by the barricade. Going to see what Ricochet has in mind here. He's got the upper hand. Ricochet working the back of Mark Briscoe, driving him into the apron, the hardest part of the ring, taking time to admire his good looks for the camera and admonish the crowd. He's yelling at somebody there. He grabs one of those bold signs, and all it did was wake up Mark Briscoe. Ricochet rolls Mark Briscoe back into the ring, Clobbers him in the back of the head. Ricochet taking his time to attack Mark Briscoe. I don't know if that's a good idea. Might as well put the match away as soon as possible. Now Ricochet trying to do what everybody else does to him and attack the bald head of Mark Briscoe. It only works for Ricochet. It doesn't work for anybody else. It only works for Ricochet. Showman cover only gets... The ref didn't even go down for the pin. Now he does, and only gets a 1 count. Nice drop kick from Ricochet with Mark Briscoe coming off the ropes. Ricochet's got to do a little Fargo strut. Ricochet's got Mark Briscoe grounded in the middle of the ring. Knee to the spine. Having him in seated position. Mark Briscoe trying to get to his feet. He is successful. Now he's trying to break the grip of Ricochet. There he is not successful with Ricochet throwing some knees to the midsection. Mark Briscoe goes up and over the top turnbuckle in the corner. Hell stab right there to the throat of Ricochet. And Mark Briscoe heads to the top rope. Goes for a chop. Ricochet moves out of the way. Ducks underneath the clothesline. The second clothesline ducked under. Misdirection off the rope. And Ricochet hits Mark Briscoe with a cutter. Nice.
On Mark Briscoe very nearly got it after that beautiful cutter.
Yeah, in midair, on the run and everything. Ricochet, as you said, Excalibur, beautiful, awesome, excellent cutter. Toughness of Mark Briscoe, though. He's tough to topple, man. Tough to keep him down.
Absolutely, it's a matchup of the stamina of Ricochet at this point and the toughness, the
endurance
of Mark
seated on the
Briscoe.
top turnbuckle. He's got an idea. He goes for his elbow. He gets caught in an atomic drop.
A little yan baggage.
Manhattan drop from Mark Briscoe, who's now looking to regain the advantage. Swinging on a miss by Ricochet. Unforced error. And Briscoe looking to capitalize here, pouring on the elbows.
Those giant hands.
Reversal of the Irish whip off the rope. Flying forearm.
Diving through.
Ow.
Sweeping shot there as Mark
Thanks,
Briscoe.
JDK.
Yeah, Briscoe trying to feed off the 12th man
Appreciate
here in New Orleans. They're all behind him.
Briscoe
Running bulldog from Briscoe gets stopped by Ricochet. Now he's just spanking him on the bald head.
Flipped him upside his head.
Spanking him on his bald head.
Now boot to the
I'm
midsection.
gonna kick
Briscoe.
you in 2K25 soon. Highly unlikely, maybe highly likely.
Center of the ring.
You probably are. Yeah. I'm still a little rusty. I'll probably be playing some 2K25 on Friday. Get my skills up before I have to take on you.
TV special AEW's Beach Break on Wednesday, May 14th at the Now Arena. You can grab your tickets right now at AEWTIX.com.
Hey!
It'll be a heck of a night in Chicago.
Thanks for the resub. I appreciate you. As Mark Briscoe almost got the win there with the 2 count. Thanks for the resub, buddy. I appreciate it very, very much. Hey, if you're watching the stream right now, please do me a favor. Check out my friend JDK. He's a great streamer, a great variety content creator. Does a lot of different things from Apex to Fortnite to Mario to Zelda to Marvel Rivals. A whole bunch of stuff. It's Ricochet. Might have the win here. Oh, 2.5 kick out. Definitely check out JDK when you get an opportunity. Wonderful streamer. Trying to wait till his name pops up on my deck here so I can give him a proper shout out.
For so many fans that know Mark Briscoe from AEW, they don't know his work as a tag team You know,
I owe
multi-time
him-
champion alongside his
I owe
late
him
brother Jay.
Red
But
Lobster
Mark
cheddar
Briscoe is
biscuits.
somebody, by his own admission, that is still in the formative years as a
I owe
singles
him a
competitor.
full maybe
Absolutely,
2-3
just about a year and a half
baskets
into his
worth of
singles
cheddar
journey.
biscuits.
Only beginning
How about that?
to reach the potential he has. Oh, and he's really exploring what it takes in that cardiovascular.
Ricochet just got
timing
rocked
his
by the
breaths,
hand of
timing
Mark
his movement,
Briscoe.
trying to keep pace with such a great
Diamond
athlete like
Geary to
Ricochet.
the side of the
That's a
head.
huge difference when you go from
Springboard
tagging to singles.
Ricochet.
Watch that. Springboard.
Gets caught.
Briscoe.
Nice exploder suplex.
Caught Ricochet the high collar, tossed him over the top, and now makes the cover.
Ricochet
But not
kind
the
of kicked
pinfall
out there.
victory for
Very
Briscoe.
He must have seen something
lackadaisical.
there. Normally goes to the froggy bow. He's calling for the J.
Like I said, go check out my boy
Yes, he is,
JDK.
and I got a
Do
feeling
it.
Walt's going to hit it.
Do it right now.
The double underhook pile driver.
Oh, smart move by Ricochet.
Lowered his level. That's what Ricochet did to block it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Onto the
Ricochet
shoulders
on the
Briscoe.
shoulders of Mark
Belly
Briscoe
driver.
suffers a rolling
Momentum carries him
senton,
through.
or rolling DVD rather.
And Briscoe hits the
Sliding lariat. Looks like Mark Briscoe's going for that froggy bow. Buddy, thank you
Mark
again for that
Briscoe
resub. I really
making the
appreciate
ascent
it.
in.
Going all the way
Hopefully
to the
your
top.
week
Could it
is going
be?
well. Happy Wednesday to you.
No.
Ricochet evades the
Ricochet
froggy bow.
rolling inward. Briscoe
Runs
forced
into
to
the
adjust
corner.
his trajectory mid-flight.
Bandera.
Now the Bandera sends Ricochet up to the apron. The roundhouse kick blocked, the right hand ducked. And Ricochet once again employing the use of the ropes as a weapon, Taz.
Yes, he is, but right now,
Ricochet.
Briscoe in a lot of trouble. Watch out.
Springboard 450.
A springboard 450
Nice.
splash.
Mark Briscoe kicks out though.
I mean, Ricochet just made that look easy, and that is so difficult. What he did off the middle of the ropes right there in this ring was so impressive.
I mean, that's the point of the ropes, that they're
Yeah.
most slack, the least spring.
You still suck,
at all.
Chance.
But giving up a lot of time
Jesus, no love for Ricochet.
Yeah, this crowd in New Orleans
Big
relying on
uppercut
Ricochet
from
and
Mark
allowing
Briscoe.
Briscoe to fight his way back into this match. At
Briscoe
least
standing on the
momentarily.
second rope along with
here. I think it speaks
Ricochet.
to both these great athletes. We are this deep
Headbutt
into the bout.
knocks Mark
and
Briscoe
they're
off the
still
ropes.
standing. They're still charging. No one's
But he
retreating.
catches Ricochet with an uppercut, sending Ricochet
Briscoe
off the
sends Ricochet
ropes.
sprawling to the floor and
Suicide dive
on her own.
from
And
Mark
right back into the
Briscoe.
ring. And Briscoe moving with urgency now. To the ropes front side.
Big clothesline, holy crap.
Right down the middle, too.
Ricochet kicks out.
Just
This is a great
kicking out in
match.
time.
And that was an impressive clothesline.
This is a great
And even
match.
a more impressive kick out by Ricochet. What a battle these two men are having.
Arms are butterfly.
Looks like he's going for the J Driller, but Ricochet says no, no, no. No J Driller.
Ricochet still a bit rattled, feeling the effects of the prolonged offense by Mark Briscoe. And
Double
Ricochet
leg. Oh, no.
the two on the ropes. Briscoe, look at those counters. Two.
Oh, Mark Briscoe got him. Mark Briscoe got him on a roll-up. Ha ha, boom. Very nicely done.
Briscoe east to down. Very impressive victory.
Very nicely done, Mark Briscoe.
Surprise on that roll.
And the fans are coming unglued this place. Jubilant for the victory for Mark Briscoe.
Oh, but wait a second, Ricochet.
Watch your back, Briscoe.
He's got a chair in hand, and Briscoe.
Come on. You lost the match.
Ricochet with a chair because he's a sore loser.
Risking fines and suspensions.
Got Ricochet. taking
Ricochet,
out
the
his
sore
frustrations
loser.
on Mark Briscoe, who won this match
Blasting
fair
Mark
and square.
Briscoe
It's
with
an
the chair.
embarrassing way to lose a match when a guy counters on a roll like that. It's a basic roll, and he beat Ricochet. So
We've seen Ricochet try to employ those underhanded tactics time and time again, and it was,
Oh no, Ricochet's got those
We've seen
scissors.
this man in the past with these
the scissors, the golden scissors, which he bloodied Swerve Strickland with. And wait a second.
Oh,
Kevin Knight.
Jet, Kevin Knight, Ricochet. He's swinging for the fence with those scissors, and Knight avoided it. Knight, who also came into the sum of money alongside Mark Briscoe a few weeks ago. Knight with having the back of Mark Briscoe here tonight. Ricochet now running for the hills.
running.
I don't
He's
blame him.
running.
Kevin's got a weapon.
Holy shit.
Wait, who started it? Kevin Knight. Especially as the conglomeration begins to crumble. We'll see
was
Kevin
crazy.
later tonight.
Big Shea tried to stab that man with some
Bailey to
scissors.
take on Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks, their first in-ring AEW action since October of last year. All right.
The Rock and Roll Express.
Ricky Morgan. Wow. Love those guys. Well, fan, we have so much more Dynamite still to come tonight. Don't go anywhere. FTR will attempt to explain themselves next.
All right. Hey, be quiet. What the hell is wrong with you? Be quiet. Stop speaking. No speaking. No speaking. No. All right. Now that that's over. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we dropped a new episode of the Ringside Rundown this morning. And do me a favor, check out the latest episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast at that link right there. That episode is an episode where myself and Shay break down WrestleMania 41. So definitely check that out when you get a chance.
What you doing, Bobby? What you doing, Bobby? What you doing, my baby?
I almost thought we were back on the show.
That's life right there, huh? That's the light right there, huh? Buh.
Just waiting to get back from commercial break.
Commercial? Every kiss begins with K. That's what K said.
True. Yeah, these commercials are ridiculous. That guy looks like Jay White on this commercial for this program. But he doesn't look like Jay White. He just looked like Jay White in that moment. That was weird. What do they got going on TNT?
Back live on Dynamite from the great city of New Orleans. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring FTR.
Tony Schiavone!
FTR.
Tony Schiavone!
Yes.
There's been a change of plans.
Hey, Stokely Hathaway.
Stokely
I've got
Hathaway.
this. They are living legends. Top guys. 10-time World Tag Team Champions. New Orleans, give it up for FTR.
Is FTR getting a new manager?
I mean, FTR, it was back at Dynasty in Philadelphia, Taz, that really things spiraled out of control for Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. The senseless attack on Adam Copeland, the very near attack on Tony Schiavone, the assaulting of officials, the multiple fines, suspensions, and now this seeming association with Stokely Hathaway.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. You know, And Shivani needs to be careful here.
Yeah, absolutely. Shivani. It was on collision with
I hope they don't.
Daxter,
Yeah, I hope they don't
really
try to
threatened
jump Tony Schiavone
with the stuff apologize. Tony, okay, they apologize.
Yeah, that crocodile tear letter.
Oh, no.
So-
Look, they shook hands.
Yep.
So, I'm Stokely Hathaway, and I'm just going to address the elephant here in the room. So let me get this straight. So you two were suspended and fined for accidentally hitting someone and touching Tony Schiavone.
shouldn't have done that though.
That's interesting to me because Ellen has literally set people on fire. Hangman Adam Page has committed arson. Ricochet decides to come to work every week and shank people with a pair of scissors. And John Moxley, should I list all of John Moxley's crimes? I think I will. He's committed acts of terrorism,
Acts of terrorism.
kidnapping, extortion, and he's done all of those things to you two guys, yet he walks around AEW unpunished. That to me is unjust. But don't worry, that's what I'm here for. You see, that suspension, I'm gonna have it expunged from your permanent record.
I didn't know Stokely could do that.
That fine, I am going to make sure that it is reimbursed to you based on the very public, ugly, nasty, and I emphasize nasty way this is all played out. And moving forward, if you want to have a conversation with these guys, then you need to have a conversation with me.
Okay.
And you heard that right, because as of today, Stokely Hathaway is the new agent for the greatest tag team alive today, FTR.
All right.
Big news, Dan.
Now, Tony Schiavone,
Yeah.
to your job.
Thank you, Agent.
Good.
That's the biz.
First of all, thank you, Mr. Hathaway. Beautiful work. Up here, please. Listen, what happened last week with Danny Garcia, that wasn't an easy decision for us. But Danny gave us no choice. Danny made his own decision.
Boo.
I'm talking here.
I'm talking
Danny made
here.
his own decision. Don't forget, it was 2.0 that got in front of our face. It was 2.0 that came at us. It was 2.0 that said they wanted to fight. And where we come from, if you want to fight, you better be ready to fight. And I don't quite think 2.0 was ready to fight. But out of respect for you, Danny, when you asked us to stop, we stopped. We pinned him 1, 2, 3 because you were our friend, Danny. And then you're going to treat us like that? You're going to turn your back. Don't forget, you came to us for help when every other veteran left you high and dry and directionless. We got you to the TNT title. And we put Danny Garcia first. We put Adam Copeland first. We put AEW first. And that got us nothing but disrespect. No more.
Damn.
It's FTR first from now on. And you're going to boo us for that?
Hey. What's with the hostility? Relax.
What's with the hostility?
All right, speaking of living legends, we have a couple of legends in the house with us right now. Rock and Roll Express. Hey, Ricky and Robert, come in here with us. Y'all come in here. I want to give y'all the spotlight. Come here.
Rock and Roll Express, who've had so many great battles.
I don't know if that's a good idea, Ricky.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's go, boys. We got
Robert.
TV time. Come on.
With the most influential tag teams of all time, Ricky and Robert. Great
I
team in
probably
their prime.
would have
I mean,
stayed in my
Watch your
seat.
step. We don't want you to hurt yourself.
In this very
Take
building
it easy,
against the Midnight Express.
Robert Gibbs is still rocking a fanny pack. I respect that.
The Rock and Roll Express, everybody, I do declare.
Absolute legends 11 times over.
Wow, he really
Recognized as
does
World
still
Tag
have the
Team
fanny
Champions.
pack. Still rocking
Ricky
the
Martin
fanny pack.
in the ring. The embrace with Cash Wheeler, Robert Gibson.
All right, guys, listen, we only got a little bit of time, and this is about us. You didn't cheer our name, so you don't need to cheer them. So, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, Rock and Roll Express. They had some of the greatest matches with some of the greatest tag teams of all time. Guys, I want to know, what do you think? Come in here. This is hard cam. Come here. What would you say is your greatest match ever?
Well,
If it was up to me, I would say Philadelphia, your greatest match, Philadelphia with the Midnight Express. And if we're being honest here, no shade to you guys, the Midnight Express was better than Rock and Roll Express.
Wow, come on.
But we're here tonight.
Come on.
We're here tonight to talk about the Rock and Roll Express.
What
40
is
years.
this?
40 years of the Rock and Roll Express, and you guys are still going strong today. How old are you guys?
well,
Because if I was judging by looks alone, I would say you're about 108, 109 years old.
Wow.
And being 108 years old means you were running hard in the 80s, if you know what I mean. What would you say was your favorite experience in the 80s?
well,
If it was...
no. We got to stop this right now. You're not going to embarrass Robert and I in front of the whole wrestling world. That's one thing that's not happening tonight.
Whoa. No, there doesn't need to be any hostility. This is actually ironic. Hold this for me, Dax. So, we have a brand new shirt on Shop AEW, and I think you'll enjoy it. Yeah, and Ricky, this one's for you.
Oh, what the hell?
Whoa. It's too much here. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Spike pile driver on Ricky Morton.
Ricky Morton just got a spike pile driver. Here comes the Paragon.
As a Paragon, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong. and
Whatever
TNT
the fuck a
champion
Paragon
Hit
is,
the
I don't
ring with
know.
the damage.
What exactly is a Paragon?
FTR continue to dwell at the bottom of the barrel. This is just disgusting.
Disgusting. What is a Paragon? I don't know. Hey Siri. What is a Paragon?
A paragon is someone who is a model of perfection in some quality or trait. It can also refer to a standard against which something should be judged. This is from vocabulary.com and Merriam-Webster.
Right. Someone who is a model of perfection in some quality or form. Okay. So the Paragon is a group made of perfection, I guess you could say. I don't fucking know. Anyway, that's what that is. They come to the aid of Ricky and Robert. But it's a little too late. Robert got kicked in the balls and Ricky got spiked pile driver. They were a little too late. They should have been out there a lot sooner. Jeez. If you stuck around for that ad break, thank you very much for doing so. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around and supporting the channel. Don't worry, if you would like, you can also subscribe to the channel. Why is my keyboard doing that? Oh, great. That's exactly what I need now. It's like delayed. The Young Bucks are coming out to the ring.
Combined weight of 417 pounds. They are AEW EVPs, Nicholas and Matthew Jackson, the Young Bucks.
Gotta say, the Bucks look great. They're in great shape, man. They'll put the... I'm excited, man. Always like the Bucks.
The only three-time former AEW World Tag Team Champions in history. We mentioned October, the month of their last in-ring competition here in AEW, though. This will only be their third match in about 6 months, with the exception of the brief sojourn at the Tokyo Dome at Wrestle Dynasty earlier this year. GP World Heavyweight Tag Titles for the second time.
Well, everything is with purpose. Everything is deliberate. For the Young Bucks, the EVPs, there's a reason they're here today, but these two young men have an opportunity to dethrone one of the greatest teams of all time.
Well,
And their opponents, the team of the Jet, Kevin Nash, and Speedball, Mike Bailey.
Two newcomers to AEW Taz, but not to the sport of pro wrestling, though. They've only been teaming together for a couple of weeks, Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. This is going to be a tough test for those two, as individually talented as they are, to go up against a team like Matthew and Nicholas.
Yeah, good luck. I agree. I mean, you're dealing with the two guys in the Bucks that are the cohesive unit. So as excellent as Kevin Knight is and Speedball, as you pointed out, it's kind of an individual, man. It's going to be tough to beat these guys here, meaning the Young Bucks.
Of course, it was Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, who alongside Mark Briscoe and Will Ospreay came into that $400,000 a few weeks ago as a collective. Now continuing their teamwork here are Bailey and Knight.
It's interesting to see it continue. Also interesting to note, Mike Bailey does not have shoes. He promised with his $100,000 to purchase some. But
well, maybe he wears shoes backstage.
Oh, there you go.
Fans, you see at the bottom of your screen, the big news broke last week. AEW will be heading to Mexico for the first time ever. Grand Slam Mexico coming to Arena Mexico in Mexico City on June 18th. Tickets available this Saturday, 10 a.m. local time. As Matthew blocked there by Bailey
long knee.
Nicholas in there.
In the locking legs between Matthew, I should say,
there
and
we go.
Speedball, and then Nicholas comes in, man. That's a good way to blow out a knee for sure. Look at this. Whoa.
Double hammer throw into the rope. Elbows by the Young Bucks. Tandem offense from Matthew and Nicholas. Just reminding the fans here why they are so dominant, why they're so feared as a tag team.
All 4 men in the ring right now.
Quick offense though from Bailey, and shut down real
Bailey
quick
gets
from
shut
Matthew
down
there.
by
Shot
Matthew.
to the windpipe as Kevin
Ringboard off the second rope as Kevin Knight onto Matthew.
Assist on the launch by Mike Bailey.
Both men send Matthew into Nicholas on
Matthew
the outside.
sent to the outside onto his brother Nicholas.
Look at this, even tandem celebration there.
Yeah, talk about cohesive unit.
Slingshot crossbody to the outside.
I don't know who got higher
Nicely
there.
done.
Bailey or Knight?
Great hang time, and fans, I understand getting some breaking news in my ear right now. It is signed, it's made official for this Saturday Collision Playoff Palooza. FTR versus the Paragon, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, immediately following the NBA Coast to Coast on TNT and Max this Saturday night.
That should be a great tag team matchup for sure.
I don't know if we'll be doing a Saturday stream because of the NBA playoffs. We don't know when they will finish.
And
so
the boot of Nicholas Jackson crashing.
Saturday is kind of up in the air.
The face of Speedball Mike Bailey.
Have to have your head on the swivel with the Young Bucks here.
As Jackson drives
Young
down
Bucks,
Bailey
classic offense, really. This is classic Young Bucks right here.
The apron
right, picture in picture. Inside of the ring is Matthew Jackson with Speedball Mike Bailey. Matthew putting the boots to Speedball. He's in control of the ring action right now. Speedball just trying to get some respite. Not going to happen anytime soon. On the outside, Nicholas Jackson is kicking Kevin Knight. They send Speedball into the corner. Matthew tags in Nicholas. Time for some more tandem offense from the Young Bucks. Wow, what a swanton. Held up there by his brother. Nicholas goes for the cover. Only gets a 2 count. Speedball Mike Bailey kicks out. Nicholas off the ropes. Drops a knee to the spine on Speedball. Speedball needs to get a tag to his partner, Kevin Knight, as soon as possible. He's been in there for quite some time. Young Bucks doing the classic distract the referee by agitating their opponent, allowing them to get some extra offense and extra illegal offense on Speedball Mike Bailey. And they drag him back to their corner. Quick, frequent tags. Young Bucks, when they're on it, they're on it. They're one of the best at what they do. Nicholas Jackson from the top rope hits a double stomp on Mike Bailey as Mike Bailey is held by Matthew. So the Young Bucks have isolated Speedball Mike Bailey away from his partner Kevin Knight, not allowing him to get the tag, working him over with frequent tags. Looks like they're hurting him pretty badly. Nicholas in there keeping Speedball down with the front face lock. Speedball trying to get to his feet. He is successful. Now he's trying to break the hold. And he does that as well. Chops to the chest, but he gets cut off by a back heel kick from Nicholas. Nicholas goes for the cover. And Speedball kicks out at 1. Okay. Okay, Speedball. You do your thing. You do your thing if you need to do it. Again, Nicholas is back to the front face lock, keeping Speedball grounded. Speedball gets to his feet as we head back to the action.
Tonight taking on Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the Young Bucks, and the 3-time former AEW World Champion.
Oh, small package.
Well, cover. I was just about to say, haven't missed a...
Oh, what a kick from Speedball.
But the commentators curse in full effect on the Young Bucks, much to the benefit of Mike Bailey. Well, now
Matthew gets tagged in from Nicholas, and they get rid of Kevin Knight, not allowing the
That's
tag.
a great move, Taz.
Yeah, it is.
EVP's now able to pick the bones of Mike Bailey here. Speedball, wait a minute. Whoa!
Bailey ducks underneath the lariat attempt. High boot into the face of Matthew. Ducks underneath the hand of Nicholas. And now rapid fire kicks from Speedball Mike Bailey.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Into the arms, the shoulders. And now with a clear path, Taz to Kevin Knight.
Yeah, and Kevin is amped up to get in this thing. Will it happen?
Tag made. Oh!
Finally gets the tag to Kevin Knight.
Both sides of the ring.
Kevin Knight takes out Nicholas Jackson. Clobbers Matthew with a couple of clotheslines.
On Matthew Jackson.
Reversal of the Irish whip. Up and over from Kevin Knight. And a lariat knocking down Matthew.
Kevin Knight.
Everything they said about Kevin Knight, they were wrong. He's better. He is better than the blue chip prospect that he was. Look at this.
And we talked about the Young Bucks, their success in Japan, in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kevin Knight also had success in New Japan.
Nice scoop slam from Kevin Knight.
And now Kevin Knight takes flight. But cover made, the leg is hooked in.
And he's put on size and muscle Excalibur, declaring he is a heavyweight now, which is an important distinction when competing internationally. That's helped him power through, get more explosive, and that might be on display here.
Knight rolling through, looking.
Roll through,
for
going
DDT,
for the
but
DDT.
no,
Gets turned into a Northern Light
Great core
suplex.
strength by Matthew Jackson. Now the Northern
Locomotion,
Lights,
Northern Light
third,
suplexes.
perhaps.
Oh, and he could get it here. Wait a minute.
Oh, Bailey got caught coming in.
Both of them,
A 2-for-1
Speedball
there
and
for
Kevin
Matthew
Knight getting
Jackson.
Excellent job by Matthew there. Release Northern Lights on both Knight and Bailey.
Taz for their third match in only 6 months, or in 6 months. Young Bucks continue to impress here tonight.
Yeah, they're out there.
Oh,
you can like
super
them, you can
kick.
hate the Young Bucks, it don't matter.
Kevin
they are
Knight.
always damn impressive. Always.
And Speedball Mike Bailey, he's dazed, caught up in the ropes.
Oh, God.
As
double stomp into a powerbomb, into a backstabber.
Two, or the cover made 2 and
Woo,
almost a
that was
3.
close.
Wow.
And Matthew Jackson, there's a little humility. And,
I think it's more sarcasm, right? Obviously, Matthews clapping for Kevin Knight because they know Kevin Knight is down and out and hurting right now.
Kevin Knight, who in his short time here in AEW, I mean, he's turned a lot of heads. He's shown fans that he is the real deal, but Matthew Jackson maybe not
from Kevin
quite
Knight.
as impressed.
Kevin Knight tags in Speedball.
Speedball Mike Bailey, legal man, fake high.
Fake super kick into a
Bailey
DDT.
took the bait.
Nicely done.
With a DDT.
Well, he covered up, he covered his eyes there, Bailey. I'm surprised he did that, to be honest with you, with his Taekwondo background. Might have just been instincts. A quicker duck, keeping your eye on your opponent might be the better way to go, but that's easy to say sitting here at the desk.
Young Bucks calling for a super kick party.
Oh, blocked.
First one's blocked.
Bailey intercepts.
That sucks. Oh, Speedball with his own super kick. Oh, but he caught one from Matthew. Oh, Kevin Knight hits one on Matthew. Nicholas hits one on Kevin Knight.
Goes down, swinging a miss by Bailey, swinging a miss by Nicholas.
Oh, double round kick. Both men get hit. Now a double clothesline up for a double kip up.
Bailey.
What the hell is going on here?
Agility. Tremendous accuracy.
That was crazy.
For combatants.
we take a look at the replay. Knight popping up. There's Matthew there. Nicholas, Mike Bailey exchanging kicks. And then, wow.
Wow, that was
the
cool.
exact same time.
That
from
was
the temple.
nice.
Yeah, Taz, you talked about Mike Bailey's Taekwondo background. To be able to block a kick.
Mike Bailey
with a
tags
kick,
in
that's
Kevin Knight.
impressive.
That is super hard to do. It takes years of training, years. Nice forearm shiver by Nicholas. Another one at the Knight's face.
Oh, and a roundhouse kick connects by Nicholas Jackson. But
what a drop kick from
the
Kevin
jet
Knight.
takes flight once again.
And Bailey in, sensing a 2-on-1 opportunity here, taking advantage of the 5 count.
What?
Oh.
Jackson.
We got a chicken fight.
And now things just breaking
Who
down
remembers
here.
playing this in the pool?
And Knight escaping.
Oh. One buck ran into
Kevin
the other young buck.
The flat-footed leap, the Hurricane Rana. And now Speedball Mike Bailey.
Speedball Mike Bailey's got Nicholas on his shoulders. Drop kick. Backbreaker combo.
The backstabber, the cover.
Ooh.
Great save there by Matthew.
I don't think Nicholas was kicking out there, Taz. That's no disrespect to Nicholas. Matthew needed to do that.
Definitely wasn't going to kick out, you're right.
Bailey, well-executed drop kick, sending Matthew Jackson out to the floor. Nicholas now finds himself in a disadvantageous position.
Yeah, he's singled out, 2-on-1 deal here.
High-low combination.
There by Knight and Bailey.
He's dead center.
Yeah. Don't waste time here, guys. Get after it.
Now a little bit of a play call by...
Whoa!
Knight, the splash, Bailey, the moonsault to the
kick out by Nicholas.
So close.
And the resolve of Nicholas Jackson. Maybe, to your point, Taz, maybe a second too long.
Yeah, for sure. Watch out.
Oh, PK from Mike Bailey.
PK from Bailey.
Double knees to the
knee
stomach.
drop, and Knight now the UFO splash. 1, 2.
Oh no!
Broken up by Matthew.
Broke that up.
Tried to keep
This is
Matthew
a great
out of it with a
match.
front headlock, but Matthew outpowered him and threw him into the pile to break up the pin cover. Very smart.
Take a look at the replay. It's Bailey to the outside on Matthew. Knight to Nicholas, and then Excalibur Knight, the UFO. Almost gets the 3, and now on the outside, all 4 men.
As Kevin Knight maneuvering Nicholas Jackson on top of that barricade. And Knight and Bailey with
What are they gonna
something
do
in
here?
mind. Nicholas Jackson.
Oh shit!
The leg of Bailey swept out, and Knight, oh no, Knight back up to the shoulders of Matthew Jackson as Nicholas. Now,
Oh, Doomsday Device.
Doomsday Device from the barricade
Nice.
on the floor. Now being returned to the ring with some urgency is Kevin Knight, but Bailey answers with a high boot.
That heel right through the skull.
And
Oh, they
from
caught
the
Bailey.
inside out,
Oh
but he got
no.
caught.
Oh no, the triangle moonsault caught.
Great teamwork by the Bucks. Oh, Bailey's dead meat here, guys. He's dead meat.
And look at this, Nicholas Jackson walking the...
Oh my God! Mike Bailey is
Uncle Dave
toast.
there.
Who the hell's Uncle Dave?
Mike Bailey is toast.
And I'll tell you what, the Bucks are fixing to get a win here in an amazing match. I think they're going to nail Kevin
BT
Knight
trigger.
here.
Knight evades it. Evades the attack. Double Pele kick.
Back flipping kick from the jump.
Great job by Kevin there.
And Knight.
Oh, spike DDT.
DDT on 2 for 1
Double
for Kevin
2
Knight.
for 1 special on the Young Bucks.
Knight's feeling it here in New Orleans.
I think Kevin's going to pull off the upset possibly for his team.
And that would put Knight on the map. Wait.
It's like a ricochet.
Ricochet.
Well, what happened
I
earlier
hate
tonight?
Ricochet,
Kevin Knight got
damn
involved
it.
in Ricochet's deal at the end.
He prevented a stabbing. Knight.
Oh, Knight, the backslide, no, rolls
Oh, what a setup into the BTE trigger.
2, 3.
And the Young Bucks get the win. That was nicely done. Very good match.
And Matthew Jackson.
Very good match.
Young Bucks.
Well, that was an insane tag team bout. I mean, and Bailey and Knight have nothing to be ashamed of. But what a victory by the Bucks. 4 assists right there to Ricochet.
A massive assist for Ricochet. Allow the Young Bucks to capture the victory. But fans, once again, let's head to the back where Renee Paquette is standing by.
Tony Storm. Tonight, Chris Statlander is facing Jamie Hayter in the semifinals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. You've been watching every individual in this tournament very closely.
And why shouldn't I? These are the preeminent individuals in our entire industry. So ladies, good luck. Pound your flesh, rip your tits, but don't you dare get any blood on my pearls. And remember, you are now watching your feature presentation.
Actually, speaking of feature presentation, this weekend in Hollywood, you're going to be appearing on the red carpet for the TCM Film Festival.
Yeah, some new little science fiction film.
It's The Empire Strikes Back.
There's not an empire big enough to strike this back. But remember, I'm a lover and a fighter. And I'm not just going to spend the entire weekend cucking around, so before I yank Ben Mankiewicz, I have an idea. Attention, slot tarts. This Saturday, on commission, I'm going to have a championship eliminator performance. So if there's any bitch that has the itch.
Well, the queen is back. And you know I like to fight. So, let's do this.
No, darling. Let's make cinema!
I love Tony Storm.
You're going to be great. Welcome back.
Well, Timeless Tony Storm throwing out a challenge for Collision this Saturday, and Queen
It's the
Amanada
Hurt
stepping up to the
Syndicate.
plate.
I don't know if you know about the Hurt Syndicate, but they hurt people. I don't know if you know that.
Eliminator match for the AEW Women's World Championship. If
Just let you know,
is successful,
the Hurt Syndicate,
this
they hurt
Saturday at
people.
Collision, she will receive a shot at the
And they're also the
Women's World
AEW Tag Team Champions, guided by MVP Shelton Benjamin,
MVP,
Bobby
and
Lashley.
the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Syndicate.
Taz, over the last few weeks, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, he's been attempting to ingratiate himself to the Hurt Syndicate, looking for the unanimous thumbs up from all three members. He's got MVP's vote. Yeah, seems to have Shelton Benjamin's vote, but Bobby Lashley, the lone holdout.
Yeah, the thing is, MJF, listen, man, he wants in the Hurt Syndicate because he knows these massive men that he can stand behind. He's got a clear path to the World Championship. He's smart. Like it or not, MJF has always been super clever.
He thinks it's almost a shortcut, Taz, to the World Championship.
Oh, it's okay, as long as you get it. You know what I mean? Look,
Last time MJF
like
tried
you said,
to bring
it's
the
got
Hurt
all
Syndicate
three
some
thumbs up to get
ladies
in,
of the
but
night.
Lashley's not budging, seems. There you have it. Okay.
Attention, AEW viewing audience. This is an official announcement from the Hurt Syndicate. On behalf of the Standard of Excellence, Shelton Benjamin, and the almighty Bobby Lashley, we are the Hurt Syndicate, and we hurt people.
They hurt people.
As a matter of fact, we're so good at hurting people that every single tag team we faced for the AEW tag team titles, they haven't been back. They're all home convalescing from their injuries.
That's true.
And then the Gates of Agony, they stepped up and they said they like to be hurt. That's a silly thing to say to two of the most dangerous men on the planet. So we obliged them. We hurt them. You won't be seeing the Gates of Agony in the near future, but perhaps in the future you will, because they are some hungry young lions, impressive, but now is not their time. This time, right now, I'd like to hand the mic over to the almighty Bobby Lashley, because he has a few things he'd like to say.
Bobby Lashley's got something to say. He usually doesn't speak.
Some sort of interruption here.
Oh.
Shoes those ugly can only belong to one man.
He's counting.
Here's a step. Oh! What a douche.
MJF,
Bobby's pissed.
Interrupting Bobby Lashley. Remember Lashley, the lone holdout, Ian.
Trying to do everything to impress him, but he doesn't seem too impressed by being interrupted.
Well, MJF has a way of persuading people. It hasn't been working with Lashley for sure. Maybe tonight's a different night. We'll see.
But Taz, if I'm the Hurt Syndicate, I see MJF and I
Bobby's
have to
pissed.
ask, what
His
does
face
he
is
offer
mad.
that Lashley, Benjamin MVP don't already have?
Yes, that's the question. Yes.
Cut my music! Cut my music! Gentlemen, I know, hell, we all know you had a good time last week, okay? And if you guys want to have a good time for the rest of your lives, all I need are 3 thumbs up. That's it.
He's still trying to get into the Hurt Syndicate.
All right, boys, we're going to try this one more time. You guys know how I feel. Thumbs up.
He's got one.
That's one.
Shelton.
Shelton gives him the thumbs up.
Shelton must have had a pretty good
Shelton,
time. Really good
Shelton
time.
gives him the thumb. Whoa, wait a minute. Pause, buddy.
Let's make something real clear. I didn't give you a thumbs up because of a bunch of broads and a watch. The only reason you got a thumbs up is because of this man. Don't forget that.
Hey, I love Montel. We all love Montel.
VP's been vouching for MJF all along.
Still needs that one thumbs up.
And Bobby's not going to give it to him.
We also love our good friend Bob.
Bob's not going to give it to him. Bob.
Big Bob champ.
Big Bob champ. Look, he tried not to break. It's not going to happen.
Okay, hold on. I think I know where you're going with this, so just give me a second here. Put it down. Not down, but put the hand down. Now look, I know you have your reservations, but if I'm in the syndicate, we're gonna get everything, man. All the money, the power, the respect, all the gold in the world. Yes, Bob, you bring a lot to the table, but with all due respect, there are some things that I bring to the table that you don't. I know this place better than anybody. I know how to cut corners better than anybody.
That's a shoot.
I know how to win by any means necessary better than anybody. You let me in the syndicate, we don't just run AEW, we run professional wrestling, Bob. Now, I know we got off on the wrong foot. If we're being honest here, it's not my fault. But, I'm willing to admit, because I'm salt of the earth, I've been a little bit prickly towards you with the rejection. So I want you to know, I'm going to tell you something from the bottom of my heart. It's 2 words I've never said before. Bob, from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry.
Say it.
What I'm saying is, Bob.
Say sorry.
All right, shut up. Jeez, let me do it. Shut up. Shut up. Bob.
I don't know why
I'm
that's
sorry.
So funny. Oh, he said it. He said it.
There you go, Max.
What a good guy.
Took a lot out of him.
He's exhausted.
That came from the heart.
Maybe.
Wait! Before you put that thumb down, you saw that car in the back I drove up in? You guys like that car, huh? Bob, you give me a thumbs up, that car is yours.
Nice. That's a nice car. It's a rental.
Let me see the keys.
The keys are in the back. Let's take a walk.
Let's go take a look at the car.
Let's go take a walk. We're taking a walk.
We're gonna take a look at the car.
Thumbs down. What's going on with it? We don't know, right?
I mean, MJF's trying to sway Bobby Lashley. They're trying to bribe.
Not a Curry favor. Let's use Curry. He's Curry. He's trying to be a nice gentleman.
Favor.
Curry favor.
He is trying to buy.
He's trying to bribe him.
Bobby Lashley's vote. That is clearly what MJF is up to.
Quid pro quo, I believe, is one of the terms you can use to describe.
All right, so
something
they're
like
heading towards the back. It
You've
looks
been as
like
tough to look at as you've been lovely. Thank you.
A business strategy.
they're heading
by
to the
MJF.
back.
Well, who wouldn't want to be with the Hurt Syndicate, though? That's my
Ladies
question.
and gentlemen,
They
if
got
you
the
stuck
gold.
around during the
MVP 's
advertisement
one of the
break, I
greatest minds in
appreciate you.
wrestling.
Thank you
Why
for
wouldn't-
the support.
What is in it
Thank
for
you
the
for
Hurt
sticking
Syndicate
around
right
during
now,
the
right
ad.
at this moment? That's the
Please
question.
consider
It's
subscribing to
completely
the channel so that way you don't have to worry about
You can
ads.
see why,
You
as
get
you're saying,
free
Taz,
links to use the
that
chat,
MJF wants to be
special
involved with Shelton
15%
Benjamin,
off your
Bobby
ringside
Lashley, and
rundown
MVP.
purchase.
He sees
And a special
the path
section
to
of
the
the
World
Discord
Championship.
Watch shows that I
MJF's not stupid. He knows that.
maybe
When you heard
you don't
MJF
have
in the ring heard what he said to them.
You can
He
watch
said,
it
listen,
in
I can
Discord.
take you. I know this place like the back of my
1080p,
hand.
60
Max
frames.
is not lying. He does.
Very nice.
Well, fans, we still have so much more Dynamite to come tonight, including a huge tag team matches.
All right, give me the keys. I'll put the top down for you, Bobby. I mean, it doesn't get better. Can we look at the front of this car? Cameraman, get in the front of this car. I'm talking horsepower now. You see
Nice
this
Corvette.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, absolutely, man. You want to look at the interior? I get it.
Nice straps.
Got some nice leather in there.
Love
Beautiful.
That's a nice car.
Okay, getting a closer look. I respect that. That's
Bobby
cool.
Lashley, is this going to be enough?
I think they need a bigger car.
Okay, okay, all right. Now just thumbs up and it's all yours, Bob. Just a thumbs up. Bob, you got a thumbs up first. Bob. What?
Oh, no.
The thumbs down.
Hey, listen. Remember, give the people what they want.
Have fun with the car, Bob. Okay, I'm cool. Let's go. I'm cool.
No way. MJF quite wanted it too.
Man, poor MJF got suckered. You never close the deal without both ends, buddy. Jesus, messed it up. Anyway, while we're in commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Check out the latest episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast. There it is right there. That is a link to the show. It is a Spotify link, but the podcast is available on any platform you use to listen to podcasts. All you got to do is search Ringside Rundown, hit the follow or subscribe button, and there you will never miss an episode of the Ringside Rundown. That episode right there is myself and my co-host, Shay Hickson, talking about WrestleMania 41, which just wrapped up this past weekend. Was a grand old time. And so that episode, we break the whole thing down, talk about each match, all 14 matches, plus we give our match ratings for each match. It's a good time. Check it out, Ringside Rundown. There it is for you. It's also available on YouTube if you want to check it out on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com/@ringsiderunpod. We're also multi-streaming on YouTube. If you want to check out the stream on YouTube and not have any interruptions, you can do so there. Just waiting on these commercials to wrap up. More commercials. Also, check out the Ringside Rundown merch store. We have a merch store available with t-shirts, tank tops, hats, swim trunks, even a coffee mug. Here's Hangman Page. He's pissed off.
in a wild card matchup against Josh Alexander. Now next week, Norfolk, Virginia, the semifinals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. You're facing Kyle Fletcher. He viciously attacked you after your match last week. How are things going to go?
The moment that I see Kyle Fletcher, I'm going to put his ass in the ground. And it looks like somebody wants to get in here, so get your ass in here.
Howdy, cowboy. How you been? You look great, by the way. Wanted to compliment you on your new haircut. I love that it makes it look like you met your wife at a family reunion.
Max, you have not changed anything about yourself since you were 12 years old, have you? Look, I'm in the middle of an interview with Renee right now, so unless you have something of substance to add, if I were you, I'd go ahead and get in my car and... your car.
Guys, look, it's the joke man, Adam Page. Great stuff. Hey, I got a joke for you. Guy enters the Owen Hart Cup tournament only to then watch MJF stroll on in through the back door with the Hurt Syndicate to reclaim what is rightfully his and become a two-time AEW World Champion.
God, like you know anything about the back door. Your whole plan is to join Hurt Syndicate. I don't understand how that gets you an inch closer to the World Championship, but I guess after I beat your ass at Revolution, you'll have to figure out something, because you know you can't win matches and you can't hang with me in the Owen.
Wow. First of all, of course you don't understand my intentions with the Hurt Syndicate. You're an idiot. Second of all, you want to act all high and mighty because you beat me? Last time I checked, we're 1-1, cowboy, and if we ever wrestle again, I am sending Seabiscuit straight back to the glue factory where he belongs. And third of all, and this is my personal favorite one. You think you're a badass because you're in the Owen Cup? You're a great professional wrestler, Hangman, and I will never take that away from you. But if you do manage to get to the finals, you're gonna do what you do best, cowboy. Choke.
Wow.
Oh, I got something you can choke on, dumbass.
Whoa. Guys, stick with us. We've got the All-Star Tag match coming up next.
Jesus Christ. Hey.
Awaiting either Hangman Adam Page or Kyle Fletcher in the finals is one half of this tag team we are about to see here on Dynamite.
The following is a tag
Brody King coming out to Will Ospreay's team is hilarious. I love it.
The team of Brody King and the Area Assassin, Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay awaits Hangman Adam Page or Kyle Fletcher on Sunday, May 25th, as AEW's Double or Nothing comes to the Phoenix area for the first time, and you can be with us live in Phoenix. Visit AEWTIX.com, and if you can't be in Phoenix, you can join us live on pay-per-view and Prime Video.
Set to be an incredible final. Either way, the cookie crumbles.
Every time Will Ospreay hits the ring, and he's got some extra firepower here tonight. Of course, Ospreay and Brody King, they were on the same side of the bracket in the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. Unfortunately for Brody, it was a loss to one of these men. The man coming out first that ended Brody's 2025 Owen hopes.
And their opponents being accompanied by Lance Archer and Don Callis at a combined weight of 460 pounds. The walking weapon, Josh Alexander, and the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita.
Konosuke Takeshita, his semifinal clash with Will Ospreay, one of the greatest matches we've seen all year here, and Josh Alexander coming in as the wild card to face Hangman Adam Page in the opening round. I mean, surprises on top of surprises, and then Alexander throwing in his lot with Don Callis.
Well, that perhaps is the most surprising. What wasn't surprising, maybe one of the greatest singles televised bouts I've ever seen. Konosuke Takeshita one-on-one against Will Ospreay in the semifinal. They're going to start things off here. Unfortunately, gentlemen, we are being joined right now by Don Callis and Lance Archer.
And Don, welcome to the desk. Seems like you found the reinforcements for the Don Callis family that you were looking for. Oh, listen, the Don Callis family is the hottest sports property across all platforms.
A little misdirection there.
Is that because
double
of
team
Josh Alexander? Is
maneuvers
that because
from
of Trent Barretta?
Josh Alexander and Konosuke Takeshita on Will Ospreay? Man, they're putting Will Ospreay through the ringer. Holy shit.
That I undergo
Oh,
when
Will
I'm looking for new
Ospreay.
talent like Josh Alexander. Alexander and Takeshita teaming up for the first time last week at Collision and picking up a victory over Rocky Romero and Tomohiro Ishii. And that was when Rocky reunited with Trent Barretta, much to the surprise. You even seem surprised, Don.
Did I seem surprised that I worked you, Mark? I'm not surprised if anything. I know everything that happens. We're taking this Don Callis family international.
Manhattan drop from Will Ospreay.
Well, you definitely have to know.
Oh, nobody there for Will Ospreay on the standing moonsault. Josh Alexander goes for the ankle lock.
Alexander so dangerous with the
Will
submission holds. He's
Ospreay
known as the
escapes
walking
the ankle
weapon.
lock.
But Ospreay able to escape. Alexander.
I was promised Master P. Where he at? Master P. has probably already came and went when it comes to
Josh Alexander.
AEW. He opened the show up with the opt.
The crowd, though,
and now he's not there. He's opted out.
who's punched his ticket.
He opted out. So now you get Josh Alexander and Takeshita taking on Will Ospreay and Brody King.
Facing off
You know,
1 week from
the
tonight
ops
at
like
Dynamite in the final
Samoa
semifinal
Joe,
match, the men's tournament.
Shibata,
And of
and
course, we have the
Powerhouse
final
Hobbs,
semifinal round match
because
in the women's tournament
Hook is
coming up
out of
tonight.
action
Our main event,
with a
Jamie
concussion.
Hayter, Chris Statlander, the winner, going
But
out
I can
to
understand
2-0
why
to meet Mercedes
WWE would be
Moné
the
in the
ops
desert. Big
for
shoulder tackle.
AEW. That
Brody
does make
King.
sense.
And Will Ospreay now scoop and slam. King.
Hobbs is a way better
Moving
fit
to
than
catch
Hook.
around with ease
I like them
now.
both.
His own partner, Taz.
I like them both.
That's how you do it. You got to
I think they both work very well.
Mr. King there. You use your
I'm a big fan of
partner
Hook. I
as
like
a
him.
weapon, man. Here's a problem, Taz, right now with what's going on.
Right now, Brody
Remsburg
King is
afraid
in
of
the
Brody
ring
King, and he's not getting
with
this
Josh
under control.
Alexander.
Remsburg is the referee, for those that don't
chopping
know. And
him
I
to
got to
hell.
say that I disagree. Bryce Remsburg is a tough ref. He don't care how big or small a guy is. He's a very credible ref, in my opinion. You be as tough as you want. Brody King is a massive, massive monster. I am
There's
afraid
Don
of Brody
Callis
King. I
and
make
his
no
bald
bones about it.
head.
I am too. I don't blame you.
No, I add me to that list.
Nobody talks about Josh Alexander and his bald head.
Yeah, no, he's a monster, dangerous man, and Alexander's feeling it.
Hook meets the team with Orange Cassidy.
You don't want to be cornered.
Oh, that's
I like
one way
that.
to tag your
I like
partner.
that.
And yeah, you see the
Jeez.
Got a little carried away
Is
there,
that a
maybe.
tag?
Yeah,
Looks
no
like a
kidding,
tag.
man. Definitely a legal tag, but not in Canada, by the way.
Brody tagged in Will Ospreay by chopping him in the chest.
Wow! Good comeback, Don. That's
And
a
now Will
blistering
Ospreay's
chop right
chopping
there.
Josh Alexander, sends
Ospreay
him off the
sends
ropes.
Alexander into the
Alexander
ropes.
stops the momentum,
Breaks put on.
sidesteps
Big
Will
elbow
Ospreay.
strike
Will
from
Ospreay
Ospreay.
catches him in the
Takeshita,
form.
though.
Takeshita stops
Shoots at
Will
the legs
Ospreay's
of
momentum.
Ospreay, and
Now he's about to get fucked up. Holy shit. Running cross body from Josh Alexander to the outside of the ring. And the Don Callis family is in control. We're in picture right now. So this is a chance to listen to me do my shitty commentary. By the way, I appreciate you all being here on this Wednesday evening. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hey, Don Callis takes the opportunity to put a boot in the side of Will Ospreay and then get back on commentary. What a guy that Don Callis is. Will Ospreay's back in the ring thanks to Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander's putting the boots to Will Ospreay. I'm sorry you missed Master P Anubis, but I'm happy that you're here. You missed Master P. He made them say, na 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 na. Josh Alexander with the scoop slam to Will Ospreay. He made him say, na 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 na. Even Samoa Joe said, But it was kind of like a weird, Samoa Joe let out like a weird, like a moaning, I felt very uncomfortable. I didn't like it. Made me feel very uncomfortable. Hey, that's cheating. Konosuke Takeshita with an ab stretch on Will Ospreay. He's the last boss of the newest Yakuza game. Well, good luck. Good luck to you in that Yakuza game. Legit the final boss. There it is. Samoa Joe, the final boss. I fed him to a shark already. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that at all. What do you mean you fed who to a shark? Why are you feeding things to sharks in this game? There's Leroy. Hey, Leroy. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. What are you doing? Messing up my bet. Leroy, your uncle Anubis says hi. Your uncle Anubis said hi. I think he said hi. I think he said what up. He said what up. In the ring, Josh Alexander is taking it to Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay needs to get a tag to Brody King in the worst way. Oh, he's practicing his karate. We had food earlier. He was going all karate crazy. Right now, he's digging to the other ends of the earth.
Action underway live tonight on Dynamite. Brody King, Will Ospreay teaming up against the Don Callis families, Josh Alexander and the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. It has been all
like
Alexander and Takeshita. Ospreay desperately needs a tag.
Yeah, that's
Alexander
right.
and Takeshi have been doing a great job here at Excalibur.
Taz, many teams
Cut it
spend
out.
years trying to get the cohesiveness that Takeshita and Alexander have after only a week.
Yeah, it definitely looks smooth for sure. To your point right there, he backed him into the corner. Takeshita is the legal man. He tagged him.
Ospreay gets the boot up.
Takeshita
Escapes the corner
handed
predicament
Brody
that he's
King the
in.
first round
Trying
loss
his
in the
best.
Owen earlier
He's
this
in there
year.
with Josh Alexander.
You know Brody's still smart
kind
after
of
that.
tough. They're working
Wants
very
to get
well
his
as a
hands
tag
on
team.
the Alpha, the former AEW International Champion.
Ospreay off the ropes with the double back handspring moonsault kick.
So impressive.
That's that resilience we talked
something.
about. He can hit you out of nowhere and from multiple angles.
What is taking this
Gotta get
guy
that
so long
tag.
to
There
get
it is.
touched?
Oh no. Ospreay, whose ankle was targeted by Josh Alexander.
Brody King's in the ring.
Making the tag, and
It's
Brody
not good
King
for Josh
proving to be the
Alexander.
difference maker for his
Orton
side.
The menacing mountain
Wow.
of a man, big bad Brody King.
Josh Alexander, 230 plus pounds. Brody King moving him around with ease. With a boot to the midsection by Takeshita. We're gonna miss. Oh, King didn't miss that time.
What a shot. Big Brody, man. Monstrous.
Insane.
And now,
What's Brody
Takeshita
King gonna do?
on the outside? Brody King
Uh-oh.
on the inside. Maybe not for a
Whoa, that's a big missile.
That's definitely a 7-7-7, which is a
Maximum
huge plane.
comfort, maximum pain in my ass.
I am impressed, and I don't impress easy, Taz.
I'm telling you, I'm impressed too. That was a guy that big flying like that. It's wow.
Right on target,
Brody
too.
King stacking up Takeshita and
Takeshita
Alexander on
stacked
a
up
chair. Oh,
Josh gotta
they're
get
seated
that.
like a happy
Hound of
couple.
hell.
Uh-oh.
The Barks ring out.
Oh!
Alexander and
What a way to
Takeshita
get
sandwiched
compacted.
against the barricade.
He almost made them one person. Josh Takeshita.
Brody King is so big he could be a tag team by himself.
Josh Takeshita. I love tag so much.
Now Will Ospreay back up to the apron, makes the tag.
Will Ospreay's on the top
Talk about
rope.
cohesion. Look at that.
On the shoulders of Brody King is Takeshita, who gets dropped on the knees of Will Ospreay coming down. Josh Alexander breaks up the pinfall. He gets dumped out of the ring by Brody King.
There you go. Get the big man out of there, Josh.
And remember, 1 week from tonight on Dynamite.
Oh!
Owen Hart Foundation
On the
Tournament
outside of the ring,
semifinals.
Josh Alexander
Kyle Fletcher,
sends Brody
Hangman
King
and
into
Adam
the
Page.
steel
The winner
steps.
moves on to Double or Nothing on Sunday, May 25th to face Will Ospreay in the tournament finals. Takeshita for the powerbomb. Of course, remember the winner of the Owen Hart Foundation.
Oh!
Challenge for all Owen Hart Foundation Tournament Challenge for the AEW World
Takeshita
Championship
cracks
all
Will
in
Ospreay.
Texas.
side of the head with a forearm.
Oh, wait a second. Breaking news here. John Moxley, Samoa Joe, who will be champion at All in Texas, as these two men will meet at Beachfront for the AEW World Championship. Takeshita.
Going with the Blue Thunder Bomb.
1, 2.
Will Ospreay kicks out. What a transition.
That was crazy. Don Callis had sense now.
Love that.
I think Don ripped the headsets off and he flipped out because he thought that should have been the victory.
And red hot action inside the ring. Breaking news outside the ring. We are rolling here tonight.
What a Blue Thunder Bomb, only for a 2 count, though, right in the middle of the ring. Takeshi did everything he could to get that win, but not there yet.
It's Alexander. It's Big Bad Brody King.
Josh Alexander, Brody King. I would love to see this singles match right here.
Wednesday, May 14th, AEWTIX.com. Alexander changes levels, takes Brody down to a knee, and now Alexander maybe thinking pile driver or powerbomb of Brody King. That's chopping down and another chop.
Damn. Brody King just cracking Josh Alexander. Oh my God, what a lariat.
That's good. Good heart and toughness by Alexander to kick out of that. That was a hellacious blow by Brody.
And we know the pedigree Josh Alexander comes into. We know Don Callis only signs A-list, top of the top stars.
Brody
in trouble now.
Running in with that cannonball, sandwiching Josh Alexander in the corner.
Wait a second, Lance Archer. There you go. The Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
Lance Archer is in the ring. He's not even on the apron. He's in the ring. He gets cracked by Brody King. Takeshita cracks Brody King. Will Ospreay's in the ring. They're doing the thing. I'm saying a bunch of rhymes.
Coming off the ropes, they're swinging.
Will Ospreay suicide dive to the outside, takes out Lance Archer.
It's Ospreay
blocks
back to the apron.
coming in
Takeshita
with an
reeling.
attack. Springboard. Oh! Josh Alexander catches Will Ospreay on the way down. Powerbomb, nicely done.
Powerbomb from Alexander.
Takeshita running in the corner with a big boot.
Boot to the jaw.
To Brody King. German
suplex. Takeshita again taxing the jaw of Brody King. Alexander.
German suplex. Brody King, Ospreay wins.
Look at the strength of Alexander.
Lakers in 5.
Ripcord. Smashing Brody King.
Yeah, front to back right there.
How is
Brody King won't go down. Double forearm blaster.
Rolling elbows. The cover.
Oh, and he kicked out at 2.
Brody asked for more, and they came to him.
Kicked out at 2. He saw that coming.
But I don't blame them. They did the right thing, Alexander and Takeshita.
And now Takeshita.
Takeshita running in with that knee strike to the side of the head.
Here we go. Hook him. He's got him. Alexander. The C4 spike. Can he get it?
Your guy's going to win, Don.
Oh, nice.
C4 spike it was. Alexander floats over. The leg is hooked.
Brody King is pinned.
Belongs to the Don Callis family.
Josh Alexander with the assistant C4 spike gets the win.
Alexander.
I'm all full of rhymes tonight, baby. I'm all full of
hard-fought victory for Josh Alexander and Konosuke Takeshita. A victory that I don't know would be possible, Ian, without the intervention of Don Callis and Lance Archer.
No, Lance Archer certainly helped turn the tide of that bout. You see that monstrous man, the Murder Hawk monster. Don Callis getting his cheap shots.
Don Callis family looking mighty strong. Can't lie.
In particular, Alexander Taz. Oh, come on.
Another beating down Brody King.
Alexander survived a hellacious beating in his own right.
Well, here comes Ospreay because he took
Ospreay
that
trying to break up the attack here.
Nasty powerbomb.
Yeah, but the number's too much for Will Ospreay.
There's 3 of the Don Callis family and only 2 of them, and one of the 2 is down. About to be the other one down too, thanks to the Murder Hawk monster. Oh, wow, what a choke slam.
And Ospreay's wounded, heading into the final of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Oh, of course, here comes the other member of the Don Callis
the man
family.
that hopes to meet Will Ospreay at Double or Nothing in the finals of the tournament. But Kyle Fletcher, the protostar, he will have to go through Hangman Adam Page 1 week tonight as Dynamite returns to Norfolk.
Imagine being the future of this company and also the sexiest man in professional wrestling. That's what Kyle Fletcher walks around with every day. Finish it.
Hangman.
Page, we heard from him earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hangman and Kyle Fletcher are meeting in the Owen Hart tournament. That's
He
right.
said that the moment he
Forgot
saw
about that. I was like,
Fletcher,
why is Hangman coming out?
that he would go right after the man he will meet on the side. Oh, wait a second. Who's that? It's Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero.
Trent Beretta, Rocky Romero.
Just
Oh
too
yeah,
many
that's
numbers
right.
for the Don Callis family.
They joined
just
the
have
Don
too many
Callis
guys.
family too.
Beretta
That's
and
right
Romero,
on the episode
they
that I
claim to be
missed.
the most disrespected men in all of
So many
professional
things
wrestling.
happening.
Now
So many
working
things
at the
happening.
behest of the detestable Don Callis.
The bad friends. Yeah, they were the bad friends. Hangman fighting by himself. What are you doing pulling up lane with the rest of them in the ring, bro?
Romero Beretta turning the tables for the Don Callis family.
Essentially a 6-on-1 against Adam Page, just a week away from his bout against Kyle Fletcher. The winner goes on to face Will Ospreay and Page.
Throw a shot. Don't pull up lane. You already got 6 dudes in there waiting to beat your ass.
Kyle Fletcher.
No.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Buster! Center of the ring!
Buster.
Skull sent crashing down through the mat.
Compact
One
and
week
fine.
from tonight.
Maybe about 2 inches shorter. Don Callis family is huge now.
But coming up next,
You got Rocky Romero, Lance Archer, Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, Trent Beretta, and Josh Alexander. My, oh my. Bro tried to threaten a dude with 7 of his friends standing around him. Terrible strat. Absolutely terrible strat. You wouldn't catch me in a situation like that. No, sir. Look at Leroy. Look at Leroy. Look at the way that dog is laying. Look at. Just no care. Balls out, you about to get banned. I'm like, yeah. Bro, cover up. Hey, Leroy. You see what I got to deal with? He sleeps that way too. He sleeps that way because he knows that's his side of the bed. I can't get over this dog. I can't get over this dog looking that way. Anyway, coming up in a couple seconds when they come back from commercial break, most likely it's going to be Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander. I'm definitely looking forward to that match. That is part of the Owen Hart Cup tournament. 2 very strong ladies duking it out. So I'm excited to see that. Yeah, I keep yawning. I keep yawning. I gotta stop yawning, but can't help it. Hey, bro. He's got his one little snaggle tooth hanging out, too. It's hilarious. It's like one little snaggle tooth. I tell you. Well, thank you guys for joining me on tonight's stream. I really, really appreciate it. Once again, if you could do me a favor, the latest episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast dropped this morning. It is myself and my co-host Shay Hickson talking about WrestleMania 41. We break down all of WrestleMania 41, plus we give our match ratings for each match. So check it out. Check out the podcast. That's a Spotify link, but it's available on all podcast platforms. Whatever platform you use, just hit follow, subscribe, whatever it asks you to do, add, and you'll never miss an episode of the greatest wrestling podcast on the internet, the Ringside Rundown podcast. It's also available on YouTube as well, if you want to check it out on YouTube.
Your main for Woodball. Introducing first from Southampton, England, Jamie Hayter.
Jamie Hayter would love nothing more to win the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament, go on to All in Texas, capture the AEW Women's World Championship, and then take the title to Glasgow, Scotland, when we make our debut there on Wednesday, August 20th.
That's right, I forgot it's Jamie Hayter's birthday.
To London for Forbidden Door Sunday, August 24th.
Happy birthday,
O2.
Jamie
You can visit
Hayter.
AEWTIX.com. Tickets available.
You got to take on
Friday,
Chris Statman.
May 2nd for both events.
And her opponent from Long Island, New York, Chris Statlander.
But Chris Statlander, do not count her out. This match, I believe, Ian, is going to be a slugfest. It's going to be a firefight. The winner goes on to face Mercedes Moné in the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation Tournament at Double or Nothing on Sunday, May 25th.
Well, it's a marquee matchup. It's a big spot to be in, and a win tonight puts you in the driver's seat, one step closer to All in Texas. As we say,
Collar and elbow tie
to
up.
start. This is cosmic. This is kinetic. These two athletes.
And to learn more about the mission and the message of the Owen Hart Foundation, visit owenhartfoundation.org. Collar and elbow tie-up, Statlander.
And Taz, you gave us
Brought
some
down
facts
from
earlier. This is
Stat.
the first time these two great athletes have
Shoulder
ever met
block from
one-on-one.
Jamie Hayter. But Statlander gets
and
right
the
back
thing
up.
is they have a lot of similarities, and the first thing that pops out to me is
Off the
strength
ropes,
slash
misdirection.
power perspective of both
Statlander
these
with the
athletes.
shoulder
and as
block.
You guys laid out, documented perfectly. Great opportunity here for the winner of this thing, or for both these days. We'll see who the winner is, I should say.
Those
We've
women
seen
throwing some
Statlander
shots.
battle with Mercedes Moné in the past.
Boom.
They've been incredible contests, but both
Double
have gone
kip
in
up.
the favor
And they
of
both
the CEO.
land. We got
Statlander
ourselves a
would love
little
chance to
stalemate.
rectify that at Double or Nothing in the finals of the tournament. Oh, wow. German
Oh.
suplex.
A good German suplex right there.
Great
Really got
German
her hips.
suplex.
Jamie got her hips under Chris's hips, and great throw.
Jamie Hayter runs in.
Double knees. In
Double
the corner.
knee
Both these
Meteora
women,
in the corner.
former champions here in All Elite Wrestling.
Sits up on the second turnbuckle.
TBS champion.
Missile dropkick lands with
Jamie Hayter,
perfection.
former AEW Women's
Jamie
World
Hayter
Champion.
goes for the
Cover
cover.
made.
And
Two.
Statlander kicks out at
And
2.
it was Jamie Hayter who defeated Toni Storm.
Yeah.
It seems like 10 lifetimes ago to claim Hayter's first AEW Women's World Championship, and then it was Storm that defeated Hayter to win the title back.
But I think that's extra motivation when you have a champion who you know you've beaten before, who you know you've had their number at one point in their career. I think Hayter would be wise, though, to not
Statlander
look
putting
past
on the
any
brakes.
opponent.
Guiding in
Especially one
Hayter.
as talented as
But
Chris
Hayter catches
Statlander.
her. Oh!
Statlander reversing the reversal on Hayter. And Jamie Hayter going face first in that middle buckle now. Statlander, big uppercut, Taz.
She's not done. Here she comes.
Whoa.
Bandera.
Statlander likes to follow up with that running knee in the corner, but instead, Hayter had it scouted.
Now both
Statlander
women
trying
are
to
on
hit
the
it to
apron.
Dangerous here on the apron, both ladies.
And now the high
Uh-oh.
boot.
I don't like this.
Nice
Oh, what a
leg
leg
sweep,
trick.
inner leg sweep, I should say, by Statlander.
Yeah, rough landing there
Rough
for
landing
Jamie
indeed.
Hayter as Chris Statlander. Now, the
Oh, shit!
buddy home.
Brother.
Chris Statlander crashes and burns.
Christ!
And Hayter, though.
Jamie Hayter is not playing.
Fans don't go anywhere. The action continues
That's
live
crazy.
on Dynamite.
All right. Wow. Holy shit. What a start to this match between Jamie Hayter and Chris Statlander. Both ladies are going at it. Anyway, just to let you know the rest of the schedule for the rest of the week. Tonight is Wednesday. We're watching Dynamite. Tomorrow I got a day off, which I'll still be probably posting up content. I'm still working on posting content from WrestleMania. I still got Raw content to post up on the socials and all that stuff. I'll be doing that tomorrow. Friday, probably before SmackDown. I don't know if we're going to play 2K25 or South Park. I'm thinking maybe change of pace, do some South Park. Fractured Butthole. And then watch some Friday Night SmackDown on Friday. Saturday, I don't know if there's going to be a stream because the NBA playoffs. So we don't know how late Collision is going to be starting due to the NBA playoffs. Playoffs? Who said playoffs? Picture-in-picture action. Both ladies still going at it. No lady has the upper hand here, really. Right now, Chris Statlander is the one down. Jamie Hayter is the one upright. Jamie Hayter goes for a pin. Only gets a 2 count there. This match is physical as I thought it was going to be. Both women very powerful, very strong women. As you can see there, it's Chris Statlander with a nice suplex on Jamie Hayter. Goes for the cover. Only gets a 2 count. Jamie Hayter kicks out. Nice jawbreaker from Jamie Hayter. Shifts the momentum back to her side. She hoists up Chris Statlander for a nice suplex of her own. Goes for the cover. And only gets a 2 count on Chris Statlander. Sleeper hold applied. Right in the middle of the ring. Keeping Statlander grounded. Statlander at least has to get to her feet. Hayter doing a very nice job of locking one of the arms of Chris Statlander, locking it close to the body, sort of constricting the body. Constrict the movement of her opponent, which is nice, but Statlander gets to her feet. And now she's breaking the grip, which she does with another jawbreaker. Runs to the corner. Oh! Off the second rope with a back elbow. Once again, this is a semifinal match for the Owen Hart tournament.
The spot in the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart
See
Foundation
who goes to the
tournament.
final.
Mercedes Moné
To
awaits
face
the winner
Mercedes
of this
Moné.
match when AEW Double or Nothing heads to the Phoenix area, the Desert Dynamite
Melee
Arena
kick
for the first time ever on
from
Sunday, May
Statlander.
25th.
Unfazed, Jamie Hayter
Jamie
runs
Hayter,
in
the
with the
back
forearm.
elbow. Chris
Statlander catches her with a forearm of her own. Off the ropes to Statlander, but catches the boot to the midsection. Ducks the Enziguri. It's a deadlift German on Jamie Hayter. Goes for the cover. And a kick out at 2.
Hayter able to kick out.
Oh, into a bit of a dragon sleeper here.
Yeah, very much with the legs in.
Nice dragon sleeper from Chris Statlander.
The body of Jamie Hayter trapped, as is the head. Chris Statlander using that impressive upper body and lower body strength, but Hayter the tilt. Statlander forced to abandon ship, at least momentarily.
That was smart what Jamie did on that tilt to try and press her opponent while she had the dragon on.
Turning defense into offense here is Jamie Hayter.
Taz, are you surprised at this point
These
in the
women
match
are
to see both
scrapping.
Hayter and Statlander employing submission techniques? Not necessarily a hallmark
Oh,
of the offense. Wait a second.
pin. Oh!
Whoa!
Leg scissors are on the head of
Chris by
Statlander.
Jamie Hayter. These two women exchanging submission attempts here in order to move on to the finals of the 2025 Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
Oh shit, Jamie Hayter using the ropes. That's kind of illegal.
Hayter, the hands on the ropes, and admonished by
Uh-oh.
Aubrey Edwards, but
Electric chair.
Watch out.
Oh, drop
Hayter
down.
face first.
What a rough landing for Hayter.
Drop down on the electric chair.
Hayter.
Statlander off the ropes with the knee
The
strikes.
resistance of the ropes, the knees to the back. 2.
Hayter kicks out.
Hayter defenseless, never saw that coming. Nothing she could do about it.
Some kind of battle between these two excellent female athletes for sure here.
And fan special programming note, Collision this Saturday immediately following NBA playoff action on TNT and Max FTR versus the Paragon. Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong. Wait a second. Is reversed there. 2.
Reverse.
Statlander Statlander Hayter avoided the pin. Discus lariat.
Discus. Oh, thrust kick.
Statlander got rocked by that.
Roundhouse
kick. Staggers Hayter.
Enziguri
didn't
onto
get
the
all
shoulder.
of it, but enough to drop Statlander to a knee. As Hayter.
Oh, Statlander caught her with a powerbomb.
That might be. Oh, I thought she was going for a cover.
Oh, Statlander not done there. The double underhook. No.
Nope.
Escape. And
Uranagi backbreaker.
Breaker from Jamie Hayter.
Ladies. The ladies are doing the damn thing.
And we knew this would be so much on the line here.
Yeah,
super physical.
Semifinal action here tonight. Semifinal action 1 week from tonight. Kyle Fletcher, Hangman Adam Page, who will move on to face Will Ospreay at Double or Nothing. And then the cover made. Two.
Statlander kicks out at 2.
Able to escape the announcement made earlier tonight. Beach break. Wednesday, May 14th, live in Chicago. John Moxley puts his AEW World Championship on the line against former champion Samoa Joe.
That's going to be a battle and a half in the Windy City, I'm telling you.
And now Hayter could be lining up Chris Statlander for that Haterade, that ripcord lariat. The arm is captured. Statlander
ducks the Haterade.
Wow, the
modified Blue Thunder powerbomb. Still standing. Statlander goes to the top rope.
Propensity for high flying. Statlander poised.
What is Statlander going to do from the top? 450.
50. Splash. 1, 2.
Hayter kicks out at 2.
Escapes.
Statlander's got to think she's close right now. Going to the top, looking for the big 450. She got it.
Yeah, Statlander's got to stay focused. Don't get too frustrated. I mean, that was a beautiful kick out by Hayter. I don't know how she did it, but if you're Chris, you got to just keep the pressure on.
Statlander could be looking for another 450, but Hayter has no intentions of finding out. Grabbing the boot of Statlander. These two champions here in AEW battling for a spot in the finals of the 2025
Mike, go to bed, Mike. Holy fuck.
TBS champion Mercedes
Scared the
Moné
shit out of me.
awaits the winner of this match.
Oh, he scared me.
And Hayter looking for that superplex taz.
Jesus Christ, don't ever do that to me again. Go to sleep.
Too much fight going on here from Statlander.
Too much fight, and I think Statlander.
Oh, man. High five, Mike. Hopefully you're enjoying France. Holy shit. Jamie Hayter just got Statlander off the rope with a lariat.
Statlander, she may be.
Golly.
But
Statlander is out on her feet.
Hayter wants to seal it. She wants to leave.
Boom! The Haterade.
1, 2, 3.
Got the win, Jamie Hayter. Holy Moses.
Hayter. It is official.
It's going to be Mercedes Moné.
May 25th.
Jamie Hayter in the finals of the Owen Hart tournament for the women.
2025 Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament.
Pour yourself a cup, drink it
Damn.
down. The Haterade's on tap tonight. Jamie Hayter headed to the desert.
How about the celebration for Hayter? Short-lived.
Indeed, indeed.
Mercedes Moné, the TBS champion.
Did she? Oh, I thought she lost one of her belts.
Alongside Jamie
Sasha versus Becky all over again.
Foundation tournament. Remember the winner at Double or Nothing will challenge for the AEW Women's World Championship at All in Texas.
You said it, buddy. You said it.
This will be, of course, Playoff Palooza this Saturday.
Well, look at Moné, man. She's a belt collector.
Mercedes 4 belts.
The only piece of hardware she doesn't have right now, Taz, is that Owen Hart Foundation trophy.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Collision's going to be must-see on Saturday.
Yeah, immediately following NBA playoff action on TNT and Max.
Dynamite on Wednesday. The men's tournament, the men's final will be determined. Kyle Fletcher versus
boy.
As we make our return to Norfolk 1 week from tonight, and then Chicago, Illinois. Brief break on Wednesday, May 14th.
Looks like Jamie Hayter's trying to cut a promo without a microphone.
AEW World Championship. And who will be world champion this July? Who will the winner of the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament face when we go to Globe Life Field.
You gotta bloody her nose real quick. Yowza.
Or Mercedes Moné face.
That's the only way she'll get over. Nah.
This summer, Jamie Hayter, she's asking for Mercedes. Come down. Mercedes says, no, I'll see you.
And go in the crowd and pose with the arms out.
Nothing on May 25th in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament.
All right, there it is. That was AEW, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed it. I got to say, tonight's AEW was very enjoyable. I'm not going to lie. A lot of the matches were really, really good. I enjoyed myself. So, hey, fuck. Great episode of Dynamite. Becky Lynch. Wow. Becky Lynch is crazy. Becky Lynch. Jesus criminy Christmas. Anyway, really quickly, before I get out of here, once again, latest episode of the Ringside Rundown podcast is there. That's Spotify, but it's available on all podcast platforms. If you don't listen to a podcast on podcast platforms, you can listen to the show on YouTube. Please do so. Check us out on TikTok. Please do so. I appreciate you if you do that. Check us out on Instagram. Please do so. Come join us and have fun with us in the Discord. Please do so. Maybe check out some Ringside Rundown merchandise here. And yeah. So thank you guys for a wonderful stream. I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Shout out to Bella who was here. Shout out to JDK Nonstop who was here. Shout out to Anubis for coming to hang out, and I appreciate you. Sorry you missed Master P. I know that was a highlight of yours, as Master P is one of your idols, and you're a big fan of Master P and the No Limit Soldiers. So sorry you missed Master P. He was in the beginning of the show, but it was fun. He teamed up with the Ops, and then the Ops got jumped by the Death Riders. It was kind of weird, but it was still straight. Anyway, that's the end of tonight's stream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired. Just to let you know, tomorrow is a day off. I'm not doing anything tomorrow online except making clips. I'll be making clips and then posting them up on TikTok. So hopefully you check them out on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Blue Sky. All those places. I am there on those places. You should definitely check them out. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. No stream or anything tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday. We're going to be gaming a little bit before we watch some SmackDown. Don't know if I'm going to be playing 2K25. Maybe play something else. I'm thinking about playing some South Park. Still haven't got any progression in that fucking game. So I want to keep it going with that for a couple hours. Kind of break up the monotony before we get into some SmackDown. So hopefully you come join me. I love you all. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Take care. Brush your hair. All right. See you guys later.